Gentlemen, good evening, and welcome to this special report with your Commissioner, Roger Goodell. I come to you from my living room with some special news and also some updates about the upcoming season. It's only right that I put it to you in video form. I know it's been a while since I put out multiple videos per year, but we have a couple big changes upcoming. Just wanted to talk about it before the upcoming outing that we have coming up in Raleigh later this month. We're all looking forward to it. Should be a lot of fun. Most people coming in on Friday night, maybe later on Friday. So if you're coming in, we'll probably just go out somewhere in downtown Raleigh that night. If you are here on Saturday, Kevin's invited us to his house during the day. Maybe shoot some guns, check out the farm, have a little fun. Dinner, I believe, is at 7:30. So we're all obviously looking forward to that. We should have a party of 20. You can see on the Evite pretty much who's going, so it should be awesome. We have multiple birthdays actually in February. Trevor, his birthday is coming up like 2 weeks, and some other people also. So that should be a lot of fun. We're happy we're able to do that. The off-season outing should be a good way to obviously build on what we've established in the league. We've always talked about doing something in the off-season. I think it'll be good for fun, but also, you know, if we get a chance to talk about league issues, that's always fun. Of course, we probably won't get down to it, but hopefully so. Actually, we'll probably just talk about fantasy the whole time. So yeah, that should be a lot of fun. It's good we're able to do that. Also, the draft this upcoming season, Wrightsville Beach. It sounds like pretty much everybody's able to do it. I figured, you know, Richmond was getting a little stale. It was time for a change. Most guys are paying for a hotel or making, or traveling as it is. Obviously, we have people who live in North Carolina, so for them it hopefully would be a little bit more convenient. We also plan to try to make it convenient for other people in the league, you know, other seasons closer to wherever they live. Majid and Walsh in Maryland, we could easily do a draft somewhere in Maryland closer to them, and then potentially I would love for us to get a chance to do Seattle, you know, long term. I know that's big time, but this is the big show. Speaking of the big show, congratulations, Tony, on your first championship. Well deserved. I think he is one of the better managers in the league at this point, now that he's got that ring on his finger. Sham, congrats, third. Great job finishing third there. Ted, awesome season, fourth. Calvin, awesome season with the disappointing fifth finish. And then Alan in sixth. So that pretty much brings us to our news of the evening. We do actually have a special announcement, some big news, huge news, earth-shattering news. It's actually the reason I did the video, was to announce this news. And definitely some mixed emotions about it, considering the importance of history within the league. We just hate to see things change too drastically, especially when it comes to guys leaving. But unfortunately, Alan has resigned from the league, and I did accept his resignation. So Alan will not be with us in the upcoming year. Therefore, obviously a spot is open. But before we get to that, just a little bit about Alan as far as his history in the league. He joined in 2010. That was the year that he won the league. I didn't really realize that until I looked back. He actually missed the playoffs in 2011, finished third in 2012, fifth in 2013, missed the playoffs in 2014, and obviously finished sixth this past year. So seeing a ring kind of walk away, you know, that one hurts, but he obviously has a lot going on in his life. There are bigger things than fantasy football, and he is just prefer to give, as he put it, someone else another go at it. So Alan, this one's for you. We've enjoyed having you. We have a very big shoe to fill. I mean, if you look at the success he's had, I mean, considering how hard it is to make the playoffs, a championship, a third, and a fifth place finish, and he has a sixth as well. So only missed the playoffs twice his time here. A lot of success for Alan. A lot of knowledge, just good fantasy player. So I think whoever replaces him, number one, has to be good at fantasy. That is number one. You know, of course, who you know, all of that. You know, if you're funny, if you'll communicate, you know, those things are great. But we'd prefer you to be an asshole and be a badass at fantasy. But while you're being a badass at fantasy, there is a certain commitment that's expected, obviously, of this person. We always thought that someone would have to die, basically, before a spot opened up. Unfortunately, that isn't the case. We have a spot open now. So, I mean, there's essentially a waiting list. People do know about the league. We probably want to recruit people who will have a respect for basically what the spot, the league they're coming into. You know, like a lot of respect. So, because we're going to want them to stay. You know, we're looking at this, when we fill this position, we hope to never have to, you know, have to fill it. So, obviously we're looking at somebody who's just big into fantasy. Some of us got bit more into fantasy because of this league. So of course we'll bring this person up from wherever they are. Whatever the league they're in, they should know basically. It's gonna be hard pressed for somebody to be coming from another league that's at this level. So yeah, they know who they are. So we'll be accepting fantasy resumes. So basically, in writing, each manager in our league can nominate one person. So I'm accepting one nomination from every person. You have until April 1st to get the nomination in, if you have one. You know, if not, that's okay too. From there, we will go through some sort of screening process. I'm not really sure how many applicants are going to turn up or whatever else. But this person obviously will have to pay the $250 buy-in, and then there's also a $50 ante that this new person will have to pay. So $300 will have to be made up front upon joining. We are looking forward to the opportunity that this person could bring. Always new blood can make things, you know, better. So yeah, it should be a lot of fun. We're looking forward to getting this done basically as quickly as possible, and hopefully bringing in somebody everybody loves, and we'll have a ball. So yeah, they got to make sure they can make the draft every year. That's key. They have to understand the communication level when it comes to trading that we've come to at this point, and just being open, just available, nothing just fucking insane. But you know how it is. I mean, there's basically 10 of us right now, 9 plus me, no, 10 plus me. And I mean, you all know basically what the expectation is, so we'll be able to find somebody good. Good evening. Thank you. Have a good night.